What the hell is going on, people? This is Periodic, and today we are talking about Warframe Update 18.7.0. The only reason I made this video is to explain there is no new frame. This is a skin for Oberon. It's called the Periodik skin. It comes in a pack for both the Paris and the Brunt weapon. The reason so many people are confused is because this looks nothing like Oberon. Oberon, in my opinion, is one of the oddest looking frames in the game. I don't think he looks particularly that great. He's kind of hunched over. He has a very weird posture. His head is kind of odd. His back and chest is kind of misproportioned. Very weird looking frame. His arms seem too skinny for the rest of his body. Very odd. So I'm very happy that they created a skin just for him. And this Periodik skin looks freaking incredible. It looks very druidic. It looks, very nature, which would kind of go in his theme, about healing, things like that. I really wish that they would have come out with this and a rework for Oberon, because he's a decent frame, but there's a lot of frames that do what he does just better. Interos is one example. So yeah, I'm really hoping that they rework him and stop messing around with like Ash Prime or Mag Prime. Leave them as they are. They're good. Work on Oberon. He really needs some help. In terms of what this actually looks like, this is just a picture, obviously a quick picture, but I'm going to show you guys actually what the store is going to look like. And so we're in Warframe right here. Here it is, Oberon Periodik Collection, Emerged from the Darkened Forest. It is 245 platinum, as you can see here. This ancient bundles contains enigmatic skins for Oberon, Brunt, and Paris. And as you can see right there, includes those three. Obviously, you have to purchase them yourself. This is the sword. Got the little skirt there. You have the Paris behind. This will also work on Paris Prime, obviously, and you have the shield right there. But yeah, it's a really dope skin. I think it looks sick, and if you are going to use Oberon, really this is the only skin that you're going to be picking, because he looks pretty awesome. The sad thing is you're probably going to see a lot of Oberons in your groups now, so it is what it is. But man, he looks really cool. Okay, so beyond that, that's what that looks like. Let's go back to the actual patch notes, because I want to talk about what else came out, because that's not the only thing that came out. A lot of fixes, a lot of changes. So a lot of Conclave things. Recruit conditioning will now give a more specific message. Reduce the damage of the Dex Sybaris in Conclave. The Ugris can now be used in Conclave, which is very interesting. The Def Temper mod can no longer be used with the Optic-Ore Miter. Fix Mag's pull stagger not properly being affected by stagger immunity, and Fix an error in the Sudden Justice Conclave mod's localization. Whatever, not a big deal. But the additions are very interesting, and we're not going to get to the fixes because the fixes is a very long list, so not a big deal, but we are going to go to the additions and the changes. So the additions, now the final sortie mission now has a chance to be an assassination mission against a level 100 boss, which is pretty awesome, because now we'll be able to get a loot table from the boss itself, not just the mission, not just the sortie. You can now move around in Maru's Bazaar while in vendor mode. Please note that a message will prompt that you've been kicked out of vendor mode if you leave the trading area. So that's not bad. And added preparatory content for sortie Season 6 rewards. Please note that Season 6 will begin tomorrow, March 31st, at the sortie rollover time. So we are in Season 6. Very cool. Changes. Added some new def animations to the Grineer. Not a big deal. Toned down the bright visual effects on Oberon's hallowed ground. Improved the visual effects of the trade button in Maru's Bazaar. Reduced the sapping Osprey's base damage and removed proc chance, which I'm happy about. And balanced the Juggernaut to be more manageable in high-level infested missions, particularly infested sorties. The Juggernaut's level never exceed 80, and there is now a cap on the number of reinforcements that the Juggernaut can spawn during the stomp attack. The Juggernaut is also limited to one spawn per mission. What I would actually like, and I'm glad about the one spawn per mission, But what I would actually like is when the Juggernaut becomes vulnerable and when he shoots out his missile spikes, it looks very much like the same animation. And so you can kind of screw yourself by running towards him when the missiles come out, or running away from him because you think the missiles are going to come out, but he is actually vulnerable. So I'd appreciate if they really change those two animations. But obviously they didn't do it in this one. Anyway, let me know what you think. Tell me if you're actually going to use Oberon in this update, because like I said, he definitely looks super dope. I mean, there he is. He looks really cool. The Aachen Brunt look awesome. And the Aachen Brunt Dennis look awesome. The Paris looks really cool as well. So most likely we're going to have a lot of people running it. But let me know if you're actually going to run it. And if he needs a tweak on his abilities. I'm in the, thought process that he does desperately, because I ranked him up to 30 and it's just like, okay, I don't want to play him anymore. I'd rather play every other character. As always, this is Periodic saying see ya.